Hello and welcome to Conversations with Real Friends with Jennifer Felten. I'm joined by my friend, James Bean, who is an amazing commercial real estate broker here in Southern California. James has a niche of focusing on working on 1031 exchange transactions and providing value in that space to his customers. Thank you for being here, James.
Thanks for having me, Jen.
Yeah, so both of us have a niche in supporting the real estate community and other agents and other people who work in this space. In particular, for an average residential real estate agent, 1031 exchange may not be something that's at the top of their knowledge base and experience. But for them, knowing something about it and having an opportunity to reach out to their customers and talk about it when the circumstances are right could be very valuable. So what is the number one thing they should be thinking about to identify a potential prospect in the 1031 exchange space?
Well, the first thing is going to be somebody that they know that has owned the property for probably at least 10 years.
Okay.
Definitely, 20 to 30 years. Because most, a residential agent, they're going to have clients that own single family home rentals. Right. Or maybe a 2 to 4 unit rental. So they're going to want to look and see, okay, if they've owned it for 10 years or more, they've probably realized a gain.
Right.
And then once they've realized the gain is to sit down with them and have a conversation with these people. If they've shown an interest in selling, first question, just do some very simple back of the napkin math and say, okay, you bought it for $250,000, it's now worth $1,250,000.
Right.
You've got a significant gain there.
Yep.
You should talk to your CPA to see exactly what is your taxable implication going to be on that gain.
Yep.
And then talk to them about what their options are. And what I have found, especially with residential agents, but commercial agents as well, is that when they talk to these people, the sellers are convinced that if they do exchange, they have to buy or exchange into what they already have.
Right.
And a lot of times they don't want to do that. If they're going to sell, they're selling because the deferred maintenance, or they're selling because they're tired of dealing with tenants, or the cost of turnover. And they think, God, it would be great to sell this because I don't want to do this anymore. But if I exchange, I have to exchange back into the same deal. So it's kind of a vicious circle that they are looking at. So
they have a misperception that an exchange will not solve the problem that they're facing, which is not true, right? And often they have a misperception about the tax implications. They may not realize what kind of tax liability they could be facing, correct?
Correct.
So all of those are
a lot of them don't realize that the capital gains tax is both from the feds and the state.
Yes, and we are in California, which taxes us very well. So that is a perfect segue into you agents having some baselines to talk about 1031 exchanges to help your clients. Thank you so much, James, for being here and answering your questions. How can people contact you?
Best way is through email at james.bean@svn.com, or my office number is 805-779-1031.
Great. Thank you so much for being here. This has been Jennifer with Conversations with Friends. Thank you for joining us.